Hey guys, love your RV and boat. So another update on our adventures here. When I last left you, we had anchored in Douglas Bay in Forward Harbour. And finally, after a number of days, we had a nice little weather window. And in fact, everybody left on that day because it had been piling up. The winds out here in Johnstone Strait were gusty and even gale warnings. So it wasn't appetizing to go that way. Mainly because you have to go on a day that the current helps you go up the channel, and then you have wind against current and you can get nasty chop. So we left. It didn't look so good. When we first left, it was kind of cloudy, went down Sunderland Channel and got out into Discovery Passage, and it was acceptable. There was wind against us, but not too bad, and got all dressed up and for the wind, so she wasn't cold. I have some footage of us coming through here, kind of in the low cloud and fog, passing Port Neville here. And then once we got right up to here to get into Havanah Channel, that's when the skies finally cleared up and it got nice and sunny. And once we were out of Discovery Passage and motoring in here, it was actually quite nice. We started pulling off all our layers. And by the time we got down here to, they pronounce it Boughey Bay, I'm told. It kind of looks like Boughey Bay, but it's Boughey Bay. And we got anchored here. We were the first one there, and then 5 or 6 other boats showed up. And we're actually still here because the weather's not cooperating too good again. We might get out tomorrow. And off we go. Tuesday, July 15th. So we arrived here Thursday, and we thought, oh, we'll be able to just overnight and leave Friday. But then they put up a gale warning in Johnstone Strait. So thought, let's just be cautious. Boating's supposed to be fun, right? So we decided to wait out the winds. But today looks like our only good window for the next few days. They're calling for winds light in the morning and then picking up a little in the afternoon. But we're leaving right around 7:30 so we can get down through the channel here. I think it's Sunderland Channel, and get down to Johnstone Strait right when the tide is ebbing and the current is in our favor for many hours. So we're thinking probably going to be about a 5-6 hour day. Get ourselves over to probably go to a Boughey Bay. We went there last year on the way out, and it was pretty close bay right after you get out of the strait. So take some video today. Let's see what we see as we go. Stay tuned. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. Calm right now. I'm sure once we get out there it'll get a little bit more choppy, but the temperature is supposed to be pretty good. They're calling for a high of around 25 Celsius, near 80 Fahrenheit, and lots of sunshine, so that'll be nice. Looks like an old converted fishing boat towing its little tender there. Probably about 7 boats left in the harbor there. There was around 20 last night, so most people were up earlier than us and headed out, but some of them are going south and have to catch the right currents. Well, what do you think, Captain Ann?
Excellent.
Did you have a nice rest in Douglas Bay there?
3 days in Forward Harbour. Now the gale warning's over.
Yay!
Now it's still a strong wind warning, which I always want to call small craft. That's what they used to call it. But strong wind warning, but that probably won't be a thing until this afternoon. So
Yeah.
we gotta go.
At least it's going to be warm.
Yeah.
It's better than going in rain like we arrived here.
Well, rain isn't so bad when there's no wind, which there wasn't, but it was just a whiteout. There was so much rain.
Yeah. Turned out to be some kind of scary squall came through, and we decided to stay here. It was okay.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch the boats because every day about half the boats at least leave, and then you get another half coming and trying to figure out how to anchor in there. It's a challenge sometimes.
It is a challenging place to anchor, especially when there's so many people in there. And then out deeper a little bit that anchors don't really want to hold.
Yeah.
It can be a bit of a challenging place for sure.
We didn't get to see a bear this time.
No, we haven't seen a bear yet.
Haven't seen a bear, haven't seen a whale.
Which is really weird.
Well, hopefully the Broughtons will change that.
Yeah, I think so.
We can't go through Blackfish without seeing a whale. That's impossible.
That's possible, yeah. Maybe it'll just be a late summer this year.
Yeah.
Hoping it'll redeem itself in September.
Oh, well, at least we're one day ahead of schedule compared to last year. Leaving this harbor a day early. Turn, and we're in Johnstone Strait. Sun's just about to burn off the cloud, starting to lighten up a bit. What? No.
As bad as I thought it was going to be. I might toss you off balance a little bit.
Well, we're doing pretty good. We're just passing the entrance to Port Neville. Kind of pretty with the fog in there. Like a big boat's going pretty fast. Johnstone Strait now. Let's pan this way over to Vancouver Island. Fog is starting to burn off, low clouds burning off. About to go in here to Havanah Channel. Just got to get around this last little marker there and we'll be out of the strait. Good job, Captain. You're almost out of it.
Almost there. You're around the corner and be out of this.
And you can
Although turned out pretty good.
You can take off your warm hat. Yeah. Earmuffs.
It's not really that cold. I just get cold ears.
Yeah. Looks like the sun's gonna come out finally.
Yeah.
Big ships, they put out quite a bit of a wake. Makes us bob around a bit. That's a pretty scene right there. These islands. that's it. We're out of Johnstone Strait now. Things have gotten a lot sunnier, a little calmer out of that wind now. Lots of boats doing the same thing. It was a big weather window today, so everybody was pushing up northwest up the strait. Get rid of that Johnstone Strait and continue on. Steaming up Havanah Channel. All the other boats that had left around the same time we did. Oh, they probably left a little after us because they're a little faster, but same group that was tied up next to us, rafting together and stern tide. But much nicer in here than it was out in the strait. Well, we're still at Boughey Bay. Most the other boats left today. They left pretty early. We decided we'd just hang out here. The anchor was in good holding mud and sand here, and it was supposed to be fairly windy again, so decided just to hunker down here and spend the day at anchor. Started out kind of cloudy, a little bit of low cloud and fog, but it's cleared up nicely in the afternoon here. But still quite breezy, so it's kind of a inside day as we wait to see what we're going to do. And it's just planning, but I think we're going to get up tomorrow. There's a bit of a little bit of a calmer part in the morning, and maybe we can get right up into the Broughtons archipelago, our goal for this year. So we're almost there. Stay tuned. Till next time, Ray from Love Your RV and Boat. Cheers, guys.